Port Royal is on the Sea Islands of South Carolina, right off the coast, and this was one of the first Union victories. In the fall of 1861, the Union Navy captured the Port Royal area, and the planters fled, and this left 10,000 or more slaves basically there. They didn't want to flee. The planters said, come on with us, and they said, no thanks, we'll stick around and let the Union free us. So what happened there was almost an experiment in freedom before the end of the Civil War, where the government sent teachers down. They tried to work out a free labor system for these former slaves. Many parts of the South, as the Union Army goes in, slaves will flee the plantations, get to Union lines. This is what forces the Lincoln administration to start making policy about slavery, because at the beginning, Lincoln said, no, slavery has nothing to do with the war, we're trying to maintain the Union. But the actions of slaves in running away or simply refusing to flee and getting into Union lines forces the government to make well, what is the status of these people? Are they free? Are they slave? For a while, General Butler gave them this name. They were contrabands. That is, their property, but they're seized because they're of use to the enemy, because they can work for the enemy. And so they're kind of not free, but they're not exactly slave either, and they're put to work for the Union. And then eventually, when the Emancipation Proclamation comes, most of these slaves are declared to be free. So in a way, it's the actions of slaves themselves seizing their freedom that propels the Lincoln administration down the road eventually toward emancipation.